Hello everyone. In this session, we will be talking about the fact table and the dimension table. Before starting the data modeling process, it is very important for us to know which particular table belongs to the fact table and which particular tables are the dimension tables. Now, what exactly are these facts and dimension tables? Let's first understand it. So if I talk about the fact table, so this fact table is also called a data or master table. So it's called data table or master table also. A fact table can contain the quantitative data that can represent the business transactions or events. It typically holds some numeric measures or metrics that you want to analyze, such as maybe sales revenue, quantity sold, profit, or expenses. So let's say if we are talking about any table in e-commerce sector, so it can be the orders table where every day some orders are coming in, and through it is trying to generate the order ID and the other information related to that order as sales, profit, or some other numeric information. Also, each row in the fact table corresponds to a specific event or transaction, and it includes some foreign keys that can link to the dimension table. So whenever we will be having these facts and dimension tables, they would be related to one another, and this foreign key would help us in creating the relationship between these two tables. And this foreign key also represents the context of any event and allows you to slice and dice the data along different kind of dimensions. Now, fact tables are often large in size and can grow rapidly over time. As I mentioned, that since there can be rapid flow of different orders generating each minute or maybe each day, so it can also grow in size. And they are also storing some detailed data at most granular level. So these were some of the things that are in there in the fact table. So whenever we will be having different tables, we have to. So let's say, for example, we consider a e-commerce business. The fact table could contain information about each individual purchase, such as product sold, the quantity purchased, the sales amount, the date of purchase, also foreign keys pointing to the related dimensions like customer, product, and time. Now we will talk about the dimension table. This dimension table is also called a lookup table or mapping table. Dimension tables contains descriptive attributes that provide the context to the measures in the fact table. They provide a way to categorize, filter, and group the data in the fact table. Dimension tables typically have these fewer rows compared to the fact table, and it stores attributes like customer names, product categories, and geographic locations, or time periods, and some other qualitative information. Now, dimension tables are used for slicing and dicing the data, providing some meaningful labels to the data points in some different fact tables. And it offers the ability to drill down into the more detailed information. And if I talk about some of the examples of the dimension table, if we again talk about the e-commerce business, so in e-commerce scenario, dimension table could include attributes like customer ID, customer name, product ID, product name, categories, subcategories, locations, and some date information, and so on. When we are talking about the data model, so we have to create some relationship between the fact table and the dimension table. And this is linked with the help of some foreign keys. And as you know, that the concept of primary key and foreign key is there. So we'll be using that concept to combine some data sets over there, which would be then called as data modeling process. So let's move to the next session and learn about some different kind of relationships in data modeling.